What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. I am, of course, Jumbo Thick, your GM for the night, and I am joined by the not so full cast of Emberfell, the crew. We are missing the lovely Velree and Moog. Moog is jet lagged right now. He'll be here next week. Velree's not feeling, she's feeling under the weather, so she will not be joining us. So that means that I get to be Moog the Hitman Broadjaw and the crazy vampire lady. But for everybody else, let's start off with the old Jumbo Smooth. You feel like introducing yourself?
Hello, everyone. I am Jumbo Smooth. I'll be playing the role of Rogar, son of Amu, this evening. He's a 7'5", 400-pound dragonborn from the Great White North, the Frigid Wastes. He is barbarian. He is a special type of barbarian. He's a custom-built one from Jumbo Thick, a custom class.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Got some interesting stuff coming up, and hopefully the next couple levels,
That's true.
To see.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
yeah, excited to get this started.
And Doobie209, Alan.
Tristan Brill, high elf time wizard, and I mostly forgot what happened last time.
We'll be doing a recap. It was horrible. And then last but not least, Andrea.
Yeah, I am playing Zune, the small drow bard. There is nothing special about me, so I will probably not survive this campaign, especially this episode. We will see what happens. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm optimistic.
Fingers crossed indeed. So, as I pull out the cards, because I forgot to put them out early. Last we left off, the crew, after seeking refuge in the underground tunnel system below Zinmith that you guys had discovered, after the fight with Captain Maul, the progenitor of the esoteric order of Dagon, at least within Zinmith. A brutal fight ensued. You guys were able to slay him at a great cost. You were also able to retrieve Morag Bittersnout, the faithful captain that has stuck by you guys for quite some time, and went searching for you to rescue you from the blighted isle you were stranded on. You did find him. However, he was quite changed, might be the best words for now, and in a less than desirable state, as he is all but a vegetable currently. In addition to this, you decided that you were going to, in addition to just saving Morag, you had made the decision to also attempt to grab Nyarla, who was being held in a different part of the city, held within the temple itself, the large sanctuary in the center of Zinmith. Utilizing the tunnels, you did fight off a few advancing parties looking for you, as you guys have been under constant siege since the first night here. You managed to find the temple, infiltrate it. You tried to wear some dress, some garbs. Moog snapped an old woman's neck, running a nursery in the back. Glorious stuff happened. And then Tristan Varel, leading the charge, about to infiltrate the ritual that was taking place. That was starting to come to a crescendo, so you guys really needed to move. Tristan Varel goes to sneak in through the large curtains that covered the back wall, and he just disappeared. He was gone. And without his direction, Rogar decided to take the lead next. And as he stumbled forward, with a very, very horrible stealth roll, he tripped, rolled into the curtain, ripped it from the wall, fell all over him. It was an 80-foot tall, I guess since it was 20 feet up, it would have been a 60-foot tall curtain. Everyone sees it happen. There's a wide open space with Moog just dumbfounded, staring out at the crowd. A crowd of Zinmith cultists of Dagon around a massive, like well-like structure. Huge statue of Dagon nearby on this large platform that you guys were standing on. And a battle was taking place now in this exact time, as Moog just started unleashing bolts into the crowd. Marble also made his presence known as he had infiltrated the cult, him and his pirate crew, and were keeping some of the stuff at bay down in the actual like pew kind of area. In addition to that, Nyarla was suspended above the well. It was a 40-foot wide well. You guys do have the map still. You pull it up for reference if you need to. And she was suspended above it, 20 feet above that, and was chained and being lowered down into the well itself with the High Priestess Maul, wife of the captain that you murdered. Seen her statue before. And she was making sure the ritual was in its finishing touches despite your interference. And through some decent rolls from the rest of you, you were able to slay a fair number of cultists and a couple other individuals. A warlock was murdered before it could unleash eldritch horrors on Zune. However, despite the efforts of Rogar attempting to, which did successfully raise Nyarla out of the muck that she had dropped into, and Velree jumping to her and going to attempt to break the chains at this point. An eldritch horror from beyond the depths of the abyss was summoned forth, and an aspect of Dagon pulled itself free, a huge creature beginning to pull itself free of the murky waters below. And that's pretty much where we left off. So the creature itself is huge. The arms themselves, they look spindly, but they're massive, with large kind of like elongated hands and claws that came up out of the well and pushed down. And as it was trying to pull itself out of the water, its head was piranha-like much of the deep ones that you've encountered so far. A long, slender neck leading down to a body that you can't see yet. It hasn't pulled itself out completely. Massive, like glassy black eyes on the side of its head. As it opened its mouth, there were rows and rows and rows of serrated teeth as it opened wide, and a large tongue slithered out, almost snake-like, eel-like, and split into three at the tip that were searching and feeling towards the possible sacrifice of Nyarla. And that is that. So currently, let me pull up my 3 characters I have to run for the night. And let me also get my encounter started. Get back in it. Boom, boom. Where are you? Boom. Okay. So there's a lot going on. Currently, Moog and Zune, you guys are on the platform itself. Trist, you're somewhere in the nearby vicinity as well, because you teleported to the Fey Realm. Were asked to dance by a satyr version of yourself. When you refused, he got very upset with you, and he sent you home. And who knows where that will lead to later. However, you reappeared, Trist, and you started throwing some little chromatic orb lightning, balls at people, running low on spell slots, I'm sure. And you're kind of up there in that area that is 20 feet above the ground. That is important right now because Rogar was down at the base raising stuff on the crank. And at the end of the round, the High Priestess flooded the chamber. And this is what sparked the creature removing itself from the well. And so the ground floor, anything that's not on the wooden platform, is completely submerged in black, dark, like muggy, thick water. I do believe Marble was able to pull himself free. No. Yeah, he did. He was able to pull himself free, so he's up. Everyone else, including Rogar, is underneath the muck for now. So that is currently what's going on. The priestess and her fellow, the high priestess and the other priestesses disappear. So anybody that was not on the platform is just gone from view. You can't see them. So they're completely gone. You can't see them at all. And I guess we'll go with top of the initiative order. The creature is pulling itself free, and it looks like it is going to be making some moves on a certain lady here in a moment. But it is not its turn because it's actually much lower in there. Let me pull up Moog, the Hitman Broadjaw, who's looking pretty healthy. However, he's in melee with one of the champions, I believe. No, with actually one of the Blade Masters. One of the Blade Masters of Dagon, the more heavily armored individuals that had moved up and was attacking him. And Moog, being Moog, he's in melee. So what's Moog going to do? He's not going to use that crossbow anymore. He is going to sling the crossbow, draw his katana with both hands. And because I'm playing him, as a bonus action, he's going to use one of the charges. He's going to coat it with a vicious poison. And he is going to make an attack towards the creature. Let's see if it hits. That's gonna miss horribly. The first attack, swing and miss. Oh shit! And he's gonna go around for a return swing. Okay, that would miss. However, it's gonna expend a superiority die. And let's roll a d8. He has to hit a 3 or better. That's a hit. That's a 21. So Moog hits. He hits. He's going to deal max damage. 13 points of slashing damage. Let me tag that on. See, there's a lot of buttons I'm doing here. 13 points slashing damage. And he has to make a con save. How much? Where is it? 3d6 poison damage. Con save or go to sleep. Yep. So let me do the 3d6 because he just automatically takes it. And then there's going to be another 10 points of poison damage, which he doesn't have anything to save against that. 10 points of poison damage, and he needs to make a con save. And believe it or not, gentlemen, that is a 9 because that is a 4 on the die. So despite this looking somewhat grim, as Moog slices upwards, a thick venom slices into the Blade Master's throat as it's reeling back, twirling its large glaive with like kind of the coral and whatnot on it. And as it takes a step back, it kind of goes, and then it just goes unconscious because it went to sleep. So it is theoretically out of combat for now. Moog is going to what would Moog do now? Would he retreat? Or would he what would he do? Moog's gonna do, because I'm playing Moog's gonna take 20 steps back. So I think we should get the hell out of here. He's gonna start moving towards the door. And that's gonna be Moog's turn. The Blade Master is unconscious. He's just asleep until someone wakes him. The base cultists. Ooh, we had some. Fuck, I don't remember where they all were. I think some of them were on Rogar. Some of them were attacking Velree, but Velree's gone. So that the only person that leaves would be, because they were up on the stage. Yeah, they were the only ones up on the stage, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cultists left. So we'll say that. Well, now 3 of them are going to attack Zune. So this is happening, Zune. You're going to get 3 individuals attacking you. with claws and a bite, all of them. So 3 of them are swarming you. First one's a 11 to hit, which misses. A 10, which also misses. A 5 at advantage. This is ridiculous. Are you missing any hit points soon?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm rolling appropriately.
Missing 2 hit points.
Does a 13 hit Zoom?
No.
No? Okay. So 2 of them completely miss. Last one is a dirty 20, so that's going to hit. And a 22. So 2 hits out of all of this for a whopping... Well, the first one's going to hurt a little bit. 5 points of slashing damage. And the bite, this is the other 2 kind of distract as he moves in. And 4 points of piercing damage as it kind of latches onto your back. As one of them, the other 2 kind of distract you, jumps onto your back. So you're flailing around. And that is that. The remaining, so 2 of them are gonna begin to swarm Moog. Let's see here, because he's not fast right now. He's pretty slow. Ironically, they're about the same speed. So that works out. That is a miss, because Moog has a pretty high AC, right? He's got a 16. Yeah, that misses. That misses. And okay, it's 1 hit. 1 hit out of them for 3 points of slashing damage Moog takes. Okay. And the last one is going to, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last one is going to make attack towards Trist, since you just wounded it, Trist. It's going to turn around and charge you. It's natural. Are you wounded, Trist? You're not? Okay, so it's a natural 1. You got a natural 1. Where's my fails? There they are. You don't add your damage bonus to your next attack, as it makes a wild swing. It's going to try to make 1 more attack against you. That's a 16 to hit, Trist.
Yes.
It'll hit. Okay. It doesn't get to add its bonus though, so it's only going to be 3 points of piercing damage as the slash goes wide, and then the teeth sink in, but not quite as deep as they could have. And you kind of push it off of you for a moment, and that is their turn. That will then bring me to Zune. It is your turn, Zune. You're being swarmed with cultists. You see the hideous scene before you. Speaking of which, I forgot. We're supposed to be rolling sanity checks because there's an eldritch horror in the vicinity. So, Zune, go ahead and roll me a sanity roll real fast.
Okay. That's fine.
What about Moog?
Moog, I'll have to roll one for Moog.
Ooh. Got a 19 plus.
That passes. That passes. Let's roll for old Moog. It's just a D20 for him. I think he's at a -4. So that's a 0.
Oh God.
0. I'm gonna say Moog fails. Well, I'll deal with him next round. You do manage to hold onto your faculties, Zoom. Moog's starting to lose his shit. Maybe that's why he's starting to run away.
He's gonna start eating people.
He might start eating something. That's his kind of what he does. So, Zune, you're like holding it together for now. Being in its presence is unnerving, but there we go. You're free to take your turn, Zune.
Oh God. Okay, so Rogar, I can't see him. He's been submerged in water.
No, you can't see Rogar at all. You do see Velree trying to struggling with Nyarla right now. Yeah, kind of at the creature's kind of like with its mouth right now reaching up. It's trying to pull itself free. You can see it like struggling to pull itself out of the well.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I guess I will voice while I'm Ooh, I might want to hold my action until after Velree's, if that is possible.
What are you gonna hold?
Well, I would like to potentially, if Velree is not successful in pulling Nyarla free, I think that we should kill her. But I don't want to go down that path.
Okay,
I don't want to. Crap, but I am gonna just kind of be like, okay, you know, like, where the fuck is her god Boel, you know? At this point, I'm willing to make a bargain with Lolth, who I don't like, but Dagon is terrifying me right now. And it's like, you know, like, I'm open to, you know, someone want a soul, like, this is not where I want my soul to go. Just give me the old bad gods.
We'll see how that goes. But what are you doing for now, though, Zoom?
For now, I'm going to shit.
You can hold an action, you can hold a spell, you can hold anything like that if you'd like to do anything. You are currently being surrounded by cultists.
Just kill him. I'm sorry. There are things going on in the chat that are making me laugh. Okay, I guess I could just fight the people around me right now, because I'll need to get out of this anyway. So
Probably.
That's fine. All right, then let's go for Dissonant Whispers on someone.
All right.
I'm not even sure who.
There's really the only people available would be the cultist or the creature.
I don't know if I want to pick a fight with an eldritch horror god from beyond.
Well,
I don't think I'll win.
It's a wisdom save?
Oh, let's see. You know what? Fuck it. Why don't I pick a fight with an eldritch? Like, at this point, we're all gonna die.
Sure. Wisdom save for it?
It's a wisdom 17, which she probably has the wisdom of like 800, but...
Let me make sure.
Take this. Go big or go home.
I think its wisdom's pretty fucking high, I'm not gonna lie.
Of course it is. It's a god.
I mean, it's not a full god. It's just an aspect of god.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, fuck it. Fighting it. That's a novel idea.
Yeah, it's got a high wisdom score. Let me roll for that. It got a 28 on its.
And it only takes half damage.
Yeah, it only takes half damage. How much damage did you do? 19 points.
I did 19.
Psychic damage.
Psychic.
So 8 points of psychic damage. Okay. I'll make a note of that for now.
Bitch.
All right, you see as the creature kind of like it kind of winces for just a second, and like one of its big eyes kind of.
I am the migraine.
Direction.
The guy next to me. Good shit.
Okay.
But I am on drugs, so I'm also going to attack.
All right, make an attack.
One of the guys next to me.
Sure. You can attack roll.
Lolth. Are you there, Lolth? Or Boel?
It's me, Zoom.
Me,
Go ahead and
Zoom.
make an attack roll.
I'm trying. I spoke too soon. It's your friend Zoom.
With the rapier.
11's probably not going to hit.
11 barely misses. They don't have a very high AC, but 11 misses.
That's fair. Bonus. Does Velree have Bardic Inspiration on her? I don't know if I ever...
No, she doesn't. She used it.
I'm going to give her Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. All right. Give Velree some Bardic Inspiration. She will probably need it. All right. That could be the end of your turn.
Tell Marble, you know, I was going to teach you things. And just...
he's about 40 or so feet from you. He's just pulled himself free.
I was going to teach you things.
He's like in shock at what's happening, but we'll get to him in a moment. All right. That will then bring me to the son of Amun, Rogar. It is your turn.
I believe I'm in the water.
Yeah, you cannot see. Now, you do have a form of blind sense. It's more for like taste and smell, so I'm not quite sure how it would work underwater for you. But what you have going for you right now, Rogar, is you knew exactly where you were. So you know where up is, obviously. So you can get out, you can move however you please. And you do have your full movement right now, because not just because of the sword you wield, but you still are under the effects of the alter self spell.
I will swim up.
Okay.
And head to the platform or the stage.
Okay. You kind of like you breach to the surface. You grab onto the stage. You're pulling yourself up.
Yes.
Okay. Pulling yourself up.
Velree goes right after me, right?
She does.
She does. The horror goes after Velree.
The horror goes at the bottom of the round.
Okay.
Does it go before
And
me?
okay.
Really?
It's gonna. Its initiative is gonna be at the bottom.
And it's on the stage, or
no? It is. It's pulling. It's underneath Velree, and
okay, it's underneath Velree.
It's underneath him. It encompasses its head. It fits somewhat, but it looks like its shoulders aren't fitting through the 40-foot wide well. So that's where it currently is right now.
Okay. If I was to get on the top of that stage and move kind of in front of the well where that kind of rock thing is.
Yeah, the massive statue to Dagon that you're starting to see some eerily similarities between. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could I use my action to attack it with my sword?
Sure you can. As soon as you look at it, you need to make a sanity check, Rogar. But
this is the scary part. All right, let's see here. Try out some new dice. See?
That's what you got. Give me that one, baby.
Ooh,
natural 20. Rogar able to.
It's over 20 something.
Yeah, no, yeah. Rogar's able to easily. You've seen worse, Rogar.
I have.
What kind of eel creature? Oversized.
Pretty sure I saw the Eldritch God, you know. So,
you did at one point, so unfazed.
Yeah. So I'm going to attack it.
Okay. Give me an attack
with
roll.
the sword. Okay. With the deep cleaver.
It has a thick hide.
Does it? Oh boy. I was hoping it was just big and dumb. All right.
22 will definitely
22.
hit. Yeah. Go to roll damage.
Damage.
So it's taken 8.
That'll be 14.
Okay. Right. 14 slashing damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Large chunk. Are you going to make a second attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will.
Make me another attack roll, please.
Not as high.
10's
10.
Gonna miss. 10's gonna miss.
Okay.
Unless you're going reckless.
No, I'm not going reckless.
Okay.
Not going reckless.
All right. As you, the first you swath through the creature's arm, or through one of the fingers basically. You cut into it, and then you pull back and move the cut again, and you just skid off some of the fish-like hide that is its skin, its flesh, and unfortunately unable to penetrate completely. Rogar.
I'd also like to use my cold breath attack.
Of course you do.
Bonus action.
Dex save.
Let's make a dex save of 16.
Would you? No, that I wouldn't. This isn't considered magic, so this is just a save. That is a 13. That's a fail.
You'll take. Let's see here. 7 points of cold damage.
7 points of cold damage. However, he takes 3 points of cold damage as flakes penetrate into the flesh. However,
tell me this, bro.
Yes.
Tell me this.
Yes, I'm telling you this one.
Is he resistant to fire?
I don't think so. No, let me make sure.
figured he wasn't, you know. Figured.
Why you gonna be like that? Why you gonna be like that,
bro? Yo,
Why you gonna be
everything's
like
immune to
that?
cold damage.
It's resistant. It's not immune. It's resistant. Anyways, moving on.
That'll be my turn. And I'm just gonna shout out to Velree. Hurry, we must flee! And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. However, as the cold breath actually puts it over the damage threshold, Rogar, and you watch as it and its hand kind of sinks. One of the I guess this would be like the right hand kind of its fingers kind of loosen and then kind of duck down into the water. They disappear from view, and it looks like the creature is momentarily sinking backwards for just a moment.
All right. Good to know. Thank you.
That is the end of Rogar's turn. Which brings me to Velree, who's barely hurt. She's only missing 3 hit points. Dear God. All right, Velree is going to use all of her vampiric strength to try to rip Nyarla free. I do believe she has disadvantage, though.
She does.
Okay.
You know what her plan is, correct? What she wanted to do with Nyarla's hands.
Remind me again?
The plan was if she felt that the chains, she was shackled by the wrists.
Okay.
That if she felt the chains were too strong and she couldn't just break them, because I know it took a lot from last time.
Yes, it did.
To save the other priestess. She said she was going to try to take the hands that were chained and
then crush them?
And crush them and then pull them through.
That's disturbing. Got it. Got it.
If possible.
Well, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Or, fun fact, she has a magic sword, doesn't she?
She has a magic sword. She has the Devil's Ward.
She has the Devil's Ward. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do instead, because this will actually be better for her. She is going to make an attack roll. You guys can do reckless even when you're not raging, right? Or is
yes,
it a rage?
you can.
You can.
You can do reckless. It's just
she's gonna go all the way.
Not often done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is happening. Reckless attack roll towards the chain, because she has a good chance of actually dealing significant damage to this. 22 hits. And let me make her second attack, because it'll probably maybe take 2. Maybe. Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
So the first attack, let me flat roll it. 8 points of slashing damage. The second one, I got to pull a card. This is slashing damage. Where are you? There you are. Double damage. All right. Double damage. So an additional 22. The chain only had 20 hit points. However, it did have a 20 AC. And so Velree is able to and then slice through it, severing the chain right above Nyarla. Able to hold on, because she is freakishly strong, and grab Nyarla. I'll say for her bonus action, I'll make that her bonus action to grab, to hold on. And then for her movement, because she does have that freakish jump, let's make an athletics check. It is unfortunately at disadvantage, but she does have that roll if she needs it, which she might. 13. Let me roll a sleight of hand for the creature. She's going to need to do it. She's going to need to roll that D8. A 1. It's a tie. I always favor ties in favor of the player. So we'll say Velree is able to jump to the platform with Nyarla as the creature lashes out with its like tentacle tongue. It kind of wraps around and almost takes grasp around her waist before she's able to rip free, and she kind of lands on the platform. And I'm gonna say she's probably by you, Rogar, and that's going to be all her movement because that was a pretty damn far jump. And so that will be Velree's turn, free. All right. They can't do anything. Tristan Varel, it is your turn.
I need to make a disadvantaged sanity check.
It's a save, so not disadvantage. But yes, make a sanity save, please. I forgot to roll Velree's. We'll do that in a moment. I say check just because it's easier for me to fucking say.
A 5.
A 5. That's failed, Trist. Oh,
I assumed.
Oh, Trist. Let's roll me a d20, Trist.
Hey, at least I'm playing by the rules. 7.
7. All right. This is fitting, Trist. You become frightened from the creature, not just because of its otherworldly appearance, but because of the similarity that it has to a certain vision you've had in the past. And a deep fear takes root in you, and you have the frightened condition until you can pass another sanity check in the next 4 rounds. But at the end of your next turn, you're allowed to make another sanity check. But continue.
I will try to momentary stasis the guy that stabbed me or bit me.
Okay. Wisdom save, or is it dex save?
Con save.
Oh, it's a con save. Okay. All right. The creature, it does not have a good constitution. That is a 12.
Fails.
Fail. So it's kind of like it freezes up.
That will probably be it then, since I can't move closer to the thing.
You can't. You can retreat towards the
I'm
door.
not retreating. Only cowards retreat.
Of course. All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Trist stands his ground. We'll see how long that lasts. It's going to be Marble's turn. Marble needs to roll a sanity check. What was his sanity again? Damn it. He barely passes. He had a +2. I mean, yeah, barely. He passed by 1. All right. So he's shaken, but he's not. His head is not stirred, and he is going to instead. Oh, by the gods! And he's going to stow his sword, and he is going to draw 2 pistols from his bandolier, and he's going to take 2 shots. The first one was originally going to be towards the creature harrying Trist, but now it's incapacitated, so he'll take it towards the ones on Zune. The first one's definitely a hit. Let me roll damage for it. It's pretty significant. That's enough damage to kill one of them. Yeah, plus his sneak attack because he's in. Yep. All right, one of them is just killed Zune. Then he just kind of like, with the other hand, he draws another one. He's gonna make another shot. That barely hits. I rolled really shit, but he's got a pretty good hit bonus. So that's going to be an additional 12. So another shot rings out. 2 black powder. Boom, boom. One of the cultists near you, Zoom, drops dead Another one takes a vicious blow, like in the back, just kind of explosion, and blood kind of splatters you. It's still up, but it's hurt. And he's going to... Oh, shit. Did he already action surge? He did not.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Smoke?
He did. No, I'm talking about Marble.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I thought he was a rogue.
I've got my other character pulled up. God damn it.
Yeah.
Bitch. Belay
Yeah,
that! He does not action search because he cannot do that. That was a different character. Okay, we're moving on. All right. He's going to move towards Trist, actually. Come now. We should flee. And that's going to be the end of his turn. It is now the creature's turn. The creature is currently stunned, and it cannot take movement. It cannot take a turn for now. It's like feebly trying to like its eyes are closed, and it's almost like it's something is pulling it back in. It's trying to force itself back out. So it's currently stunned for this turn. That brings me to the top of the round with Moog Broadjaw that needs to make a sanity check. The original one, because I forgot to do it the first time. Let's roll that sanity, everybody.
I thought you did, but
He rolled a 0.
Yeah.
It's right. He already rolled a 0. Yeah. Fuck. You're right.
You were saying you were gonna.
It had too much shit going on. So what did I roll? I just rolled a 19.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that's his roll for the table, which is not good. The higher you roll on the table, the worse it is.
Sure.
Should we go with the Moog eats things, or should we go with what I rolled on the table? What do you guys think?
The table.
Table.
Yeah, just table.
Okay,
Let's see what it is.
table. Moog, after his brief retreat back, he's kind of moving towards you, Triss, and there's like his one eye that is, because the other one's all fucked up. His one eye, the other one like glassy and white, has barnacles all over him and shit. He looks gross anyway. His one eye kind of like opens up, and he's like, it's almost like he's been moving on adrenaline, and suddenly he just kind of freezes. He just goes, and he's just paralyzed with fear as he is stunned for the next. Well, actually, luckily I rolled a 1, so just for this round, he is stunned. He cannot do anything. All right, Moog loses a turn. That will then bring me to the cultists. Zune, you still have 2 on you. The first one misses. First attack. Second attack is a 13. That still misses, right, Zune? 13 misses. Okay. The second cultist, they have a really shitty to hit bonus. 14 still misses. Okay, and its last attack is a 19, so that does hit. So 1 attack for 4 points of piercing damage, Zune, into the back as it bites you. The other 2 that are on Moog gonna make their attacks. When he's stunned, let me make sure. There's no other things, is there?
You have advantage on him.
Move. They have advantage. They already had advantage anyway. But okay, yeah, that's it. All right. With advantage, that's a 15. Misses its first attack, even though he's stunned. That's a 14. That also misses. He has a pretty decent AC. The second cultist, it's a 9. These are at advantage. This is ridiculous. And a 7. In true Dan fashion, even stunned, none of the cultists are able to strike him. They just kind of feebly slide off some of the armor, and then kind of encrusted like barnacle appendages he has on him, unable to find any purchase. Does it have to make a saving throw, or is it just stunned till the end of your turn, Trist? The one that you froze?
The end of my turn.
End of your turn? Okay, so the other one just can't do anything. All right. In that case, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that's all of them. Zoom, it is your turn.
Well, okay, so Rogar's still out there. Velree and the lady are still out there.
They're at the edge of the danger zone right now. It is 60 feet back towards the door.
Okay.
You are about 40 feet from the door, so.
Right. Okay, then my goal is to hold off until my party's a little bit closer, so I'm gonna throw Dissonant Whispers again at God, and
all right.
It's not too bad. Wisdom 17.
It's like it's higher than it was last time.
Yeah, that's fine. It's still going to take half damage.
Yeah. Okay.
18, so 9.
Another 9 points of damage. All right. 9. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my second attack to go after the wounded guy that is next to me. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this.
It has a 12 AC, just so you know. It's not very high.
I know. I'm very sad. I don't need the mockery. 17, I hit.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
4
points of damage. This one was severely wounded, and you are able to slay it. You put Zune.
Yay!
Slay is one of the cultists. Rapier, flourish. The one left on your back is still attached to you. You're like,
It's fine. I'm fine. I'm totally fine, and I'm going to use my bonus action to Rogar's out there in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. So is Velree for now.
So Rogar, do you have Bardic Inspiration?
I
don't know.
I think I actually do.
I think he still has it. Yeah, I think he does still have it, actually.
Then I'm going to throw it on Velree again.
Okay. Then
Whoever's
a wise decision.
Whoever's close to the evil thing.
Okay. Is that going to be it?
That's all I can do.
Rogar, it is your turn.
Does it look like we are in a reaction zone for this monster?
You're right next to it.
Okay.
However, Rogar,
I figured.
it doesn't look like it's stunned anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's recovering its faculties and it's been continuing to pull itself out, and now its head is starting to move in the direction of all of you, as it appears to be following the bait that was set up for it.
Okay. Could I run and grab Velree and Nyarla and run away? I don't know how much they weigh, so it could be too great a task.
It's ironically, despite how strong Velree is, she's actually rather petite, and she's not like small by any means, but she's, you know, at least by her character art and her description, she's not like massive. Yeah. And Nyarla's not either. She's actually rather thin and almost emaciated most of the time. You're gonna have to make me an athletics check, Rogar.
Okay. Uh, 19.
19 is not bad at all. Okay. I'm saying that you're able, in a feat of strength, Rogar, you're able to kind of like grab. You're gonna have to sheath your sword, and as you kind of like put it back on your belt, the blade just kind of like withers away and crumbles the dust in an instant, and then you just have the pommel that you just kind of or not the pommel, the guard, and God damn it, the hilt.
Yeah.
God damn it, the hilt. The hilt that just kind of just return to wherever you're going to put it. and you're able to grab up both Nyarla and Velree, and you're able to take your full movement if you'd like.
I would take my 40 feet towards that door we entered.
Okay, so that's going to be your movement. The creature is going to get an opportunity attack against you.
I assumed it would.
Okay.
I figured it better hit me than them.
Okay. What does it have though? It can't do all of its attacks right now. It can, however, use its tongue.
Enjoyable.
Once you get within 15 feet away from it, its threat range appears to be 15 feet. Significant. So you're booking it. You're like, oh, I'm good. And then you hit right there at the tail end. It's going to make an attack against you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a 25 to hit.
So that will hit.
What's Rogar's AC?
18.
You can try it.
Words.
You can
I'm gonna
try
try it. I'm gonna try it.
Roll a d8. There's a chance. You'd have to roll.
Slim.
You'd have to roll high.
I'm not doing well so far, but come on, buddy.
You'd have to roll like an 8.
No.
Brings it down to a 20. Still not enough. Still not enough. It still hits.
Hail Mary.
Right.
It's a good try. It was a good try.
I appreciate it.
Rogar, from the tongue, you are going to take. I didn't roll well. You're only going to take 25 points and I didn't roll well. You're only going to take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is it magical?
No, it is not magical. Are you still raging?
Yeah,
you are. You're still raging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 25 reduced to 12. 12.
Yeah.
So not bad for Rogar.
Not bad for Rogar.
However, you do need to make a dexterity saving for Rogar.
Oh shit. Oh, not good. 9.
Rogar
Use your
fails.
bark inspo?
You need to use your bardic inspiration right now.
I will do it. I will do it. Oh, nice. 8. 17.
Is that 17?
Yeah.
17 is a pass.
Ooh.
Like that's the DC. As it begins to wrap around you, Rogar, and almost tether you in place. However, you're able to, and you push your way free, and there's like a sticky ichor along your midsection.
Oh.
Thank God you don't wear clothes. Otherwise, they would have been melted off probably, as you kind of like, and you're able to pull yourself free, and you continue your movement. You still have your action.
Well, I thought my action was grabbing.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was your action to pick them up.
Ladies.
Okay. Is that going to be
I
a
got my bonus action. I would like to turn around, give it a cold breath.
Sure, why not? Its tongue's still down there. I'll have it make a deck save.
Make a deck save.
It passes. It was a natural 18 plus its save, so.
I'll still roll my damage,
Go ahead and roll your damage. Roll damage.
12 divided by half, divided by another half.
It's only 3 points. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right. Is that going to be it, Rogar?
That is it.
All right. It is going to be Velree's turn. Velree can't move very far right now. She only has a 20 foot. 12, we'll call it 25 because she normally has a 45. We'll call it a 25 foot speed right now. Oh, it's 22. It don't fucking matter. We'll do 25. So with that, Rogar, you have her already. I don't know about this. She's going to help you carry Nyarla. That's what'll happen. So I'll give you advantage on your next athletic roll. That's what she'll do. Yeah. That's the best course of action I can think of right now. So you guys are kind of together for now. making your move. And you moved 40 feet, right, Rogar?
Yes.
Okay, so you would have had to move past a couple cultists. It's not going to matter. They're not able to do anything. You're 20 feet from the opening that you guys had went through, the door. That is still wide, the doorway that's wide open. So you're actually close to Trist and Moog and Marble. They're all kind of right there. Zune is the only one that's kind of 20 feet further ahead. We'll see how this goes. All right. That's going to be all Velree is going to be able to do. You roll for her. Nope. Okay, they're still... You guys are getting lucky on that. They're still preoccupied with other shit. Trist, it is your turn. You're currently frightened, so you can't move towards the creature.
Yeah. It's looking like a full-scale retreat now, from what I'm gathering.
Zune is kind of out there by himself, but yes. Is the cultist free now? Is it at the start of your turn or the end of your turn?
The end of my turn.
Okay, so you're good.
Yeah, I will probably do my 30 feet.
Okay.
Back towards the door.
You're only 20 feet from the door, so you're able to kind of move around.
Oh, there we go.
Are you gonna move into the hallway? You're gonna stay at the door?
Stay at the door.
Stay at the door. You kind of turn around. You still have your action?
There's not much I can do. I'm scared to roll a 1. I'll fire both the cultist. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how lucky I am.
An attack roll, please.
That's a 2.
20 chance. Ooh,
10.
Razor's edge.
Unfortunately, it misses.
All right.
It barely misses, but
That
yes.
is my turn.
Okay. Just kind of like, it's more of just the threat, the fireball threat kind of flying out there. Trying, give some covering fire. You guys do witness as the water begins to further raise another 20 feet, engulfing all of you. And water as it goes, as you watch the high priestess Maul, floating out of the top of it, and as she rises, the water rises with her. She has her hands up to her side, and you notice now that her dress is kind of flayed towards the bottom, and there is just a mass of like writhing tentacles where there should be legs. And as she rises up, the tide rises with her. And all of you are completely engulfed. Thank God, all of you are capable of breathing water right now, and except for Marble.
And possibly Nyarla.
We'll see how this goes, guys.
I'm guessing the back room is flooded?
Yes, it immediately floods into any open space. It can fill way more than what this sanctuary can hold.
Yeah. Don't forget the captain is back there somewhere.
Yeah, he's up. Yeah, he's up by you guys. Oh yeah, and
he's a fish man. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
he's also unconscious.
His gills down.
He'll be fine.
He's unconscious.
Fish sleep. It's fine.
I know it's all within like 6 seconds.
Yes.
Do we notice I guess even before, do we notice like the water subsiding any? Like going out through like the front door, or any?
No.
I know it was relative. It's only been like 24 seconds. It's not very long, but
not yet, at least.
And the doors have been able to hold
so far. Yes, so far they
okay.
have. And they were, and you remember from looking on the outside, you can't see them; they're fully submerged. They were 20-foot doors, so the initial flood actually encompassed the doors completely. Mm-hmm. Now it's risen even higher. So for now, they're holding.
Okay.
All right. That is going to be the end of the priestess's turn. Maul, or not Maul, god damn it. Marble, too many M's. He is going to... he can't fucking see. He's got to make a perception test. He's blind as a bat right now. All of you are pretty much blind now. It's like pitch black water. I guess you do have your limited dark vision. With a 17, he's able to pick out the proper direction. He's going to slice down a couple cultists on his way there. Easily, first attack hits. It's going to be... It's enough to put down the wounded one that Tristan was fighting. Yep. Enough to put him down. And... Sure. He'll throw his only dagger he has left towards one of the ones fighting Zune. And that hits. It's going to deal not a shitload of damage, but it's something. Well, actually, it's actually not bad. All right. Not that you can really see what's happening, Zune, but suddenly a creature, one of the cultists kind of flinches as you're immediately flooded with water. You're able to keep your feet for now. Actually, I think I need you guys to make dexterity savings. I do. Yeah, you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw?
Yes. So do they, though.
Oof.
So Trist fails. Zune fails. Let's see what rogue. Let me see. Let's roll for Moog. That was a dex check. It's the same for him. He still passes. For Velree, that's a good one. Velree does has advantage, right? Right, Rogar? Yes, she does.
Yes, she does. Yeah.
That's going to be a 6, so she actually fails. So Velree's kind of swept off her feet. Anybody that was below a... What the fuck is the DC? Anyone below a 15 fails. So if you failed, which was, looks like it was only Velree and Trist, you were knocked off your feet, and you'll have to take half your movement to stand back up. Well, to reorient yourself in the water. So your movement is reduced this coming turn. And that's it, though. Blah, blah, blah. The creature, with the water rising, it begins to move better. And it is able to free itself more. So now it has access to a couple other attacks now. However, no one is within its reach for now. It looks like next turn, if all goes well, it is going to be able to completely free itself, and it will be on the loose at that point. So, fingers crossed, guys. All right. That will bring me to Moog, who is not stunned anymore. He's still fighting he's still in melee with 2 guys, though. Shit. And he doesn't have any movement. He only has 20 feet of movement. Well, no, he's in the water now. He's got 40 feet of movement in the water.
He does.
Yeah. So actually, he can move now. So he can make it to the door, no problem. In that case, he will... you know what? Just because I'm such a good guy, he's going to stow his katana. He's going to take out his crossbow, and he's going to try to annihilate these 2 cultists right next to him before he moves on.
Doesn't have disadvantage on it.
He does not. He doesn't have disadvantage because of all of his other stuff. Where is it? He renamed his crossbow Giant Bane. I just want to let you guys know.
Nice.
Of course, he's going to go sharpshooter.
Fuck.
It's a 6. He has 1 superiority die left. He's going to roll it because he would.
Oh, he probably would. Yeah.
He would. How, man? How does he do it? It's a hit. It's a hit. He does.
Irish are good, man.
That's going to be enough to kill one outright with 20 points of damage. He'll make another attack, sharpshooter, at the other one standing next to him. For a 15, it hits. Well, no. Sharpshooter.
-5.
-5, it misses.
Yeah.
And he's out. He's out of superiority die. So he does kill one, but the other one is still on him. Annihilate him. So he's going to run at this point. He's going to take his 40 feet. He's going to move towards the door. I didn't do Marble's turn, did I? I didn't do it. Did I? Yeah,
did.
I did.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. There's too much shit happening right now. God damn it. There's too much shit I'm taking care of. It's bullshit. All right. Now that's out of the way. All right. So he's going to move towards the door. Everyone's at the door now except for Zune. Zune is the only one out there by himself.
I'm working on it.
Let's see here. That's going to bring me to the cultist at this point. The one attacking Zune is going to make 2 more attacks. That's a 15 Zune. That misses. Second attack is a 19, which does hit. For 4 points of piercing damage, Zune. How you looking, Zune? You looking okay? You're looking a little messed up.
A little, but not
Okay.
horrible. Like I can walk away from it.
The other cultist is going to swim as fast as it can towards, probably towards Moog, since he's the one who's been escaping it. Oh, I forgot to make an opportunity attack against him. Failed the opportunity attack, but it's going to make 2 attacks against him now. It's a 15, which misses Moog, and an 8, which also misses Moog. Of course, he's like even underwater, able to fend him off easily enough. Which brings me to Zune. Out there by yourself, Zune.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way toward everyone else now that no one else is near this thing.
Okay. You currently do have a swim speed.
Yeah.
It's
like 30, right?
Speed. It's whatever your walking speed is.
Right. And where is Marble in relation to everything? Is he like up toward the top trying to get air? Or
No.
is he just underwater?
Marble is underwater, and he appears to be fine. If anybody was noticing,
kind of.
he appears to be completely fine. You're not exactly sure why, but he's okay.
This can't bite me in the ass later at all. So I'm going to just go ahead and risk an attack of opportunity and just book it.
It is going to make an attack against you.
Fine.
It's another 19, so it does hit.
Yeah.
For 4 points of piercing damage as it bites you one more time.
Little bastard.
To flee. Yeah, with its like piranha-like maw.
And with 2 full action rounds, can I use both of them as a movement?
You can, yeah. So technically, you can move like
60
feet. You can move 90 feet in one round. Yeah, because you can action and act. You can dash with 2 actions. It looks like
everyone's heading a specific direction. We're all going out the back door, right?
Fleeing is probably what you're assuming. Yes.
I'll be moving that full 90, just getting the fuck out.
Like, Zoom swims past all of you. It's around the corner. Gone down into the hallway.
Did my due diligence. I hate this. Let's get out of here. And Marble, hurry the fuck up.
Rogar, it is your turn.
I'll be taking my full movement.
Okay.
Depending on if I need to roll for my action or if I use dash, whatever.
You technically, so make an athletics check. And this is to gauge if you're not taking a half penalty for trying to tow Nyarla with you.
Roll with advantage since I'm.
Yeah, the DC won't be as high because you're not carrying Velree. She's kind of carrying herself now.
Okay.
But she's moving with you. We're going to kind of tag you guys together. 15 is good enough. You were able to are you going to do 30 feet? You're going to go into the hallway and around?
Yes, I'm going to take my full 40.
Okay. 40. Yeah, that's right, 40. You kind of
And,
you move around, and you're able to get into the hallway,
Okay.
out of view from the main sanctuary at this point. Is that going to be it, Rogar?
Turn.
All right. Unless you were attacked for this round, Rogar, your rage will be fading.
I am aware.
It is Velree's turn. Velree's going to do the same thing that she's been doing, because her speed's so slim right now that she's just going to be aiding you essentially. All right. That is going to bring me to Tristan Varel. It is your turn.
So I need to spend half my movement to orient myself.
Before you do that, we forgot to have you make a sanity save at the end of your last turn.
18 plus 3.
You save. So you're no longer frightened. Not that made too much of a difference in your decisions, but it wears off.
And then Zune's the only one left out there?
No, Zune's gone. Zune sped
gone?
past you like a fish on cocaine, because
Yeah.
he is on cocaine right now in a strange way.
90 feet.
Yeah.
So who's out? No one's out there then? Just Marble?
No.
Marble.
Marble's next to you.
Okay.
He made it that far.
And then I guess I'll swim 15 feet.
Okay. That would get you around the corner. And you're out of view. Unless do you want to spend your action to move another 30?
No, I'll probably just pull out my dagger because I can't cast spells underwater.
Okay. With Altar Self, I think you can.
What?
You took one of the potions, right?
I thought it was a water breathing potion.
It was
Altar Self?
It was a potion of Altar Self, but it was specific to the water adaptation. You couldn't use it for anything else but that. So yeah, you can cast spells right now.
All right, noted. Well, that's my turn then.
Okay. All right. We'll say you at least draw your dagger just in case. All right, then that will bring me to the priestess, who's pissed right now. I need to look up one thing from her, because she does have some other things at her disposal. We've done that. Where are you, my lovely custom-made item that I gave her? Boom. Does that work in the water? It doesn't. I fucked myself on this one. Do I go rules at written, or do I not go rules at written? I wonder.
Whichever one benefits us.
Whichever one benefits you, not rules at
If you
written
do-
would benefit you guys.
If we do it, that just means if somehow we become possession of this item,
I know.
those rules apply.
It's true. I'll let it slide for now. Then I won't do that. I'll say that she's not capable of doing that yet. In that case, she is going to. All she can do. Damn it. All right. She's swimming towards you. The priestess is moving in your direction. She doesn't have enough movement to make it to you guys, though. She looks pissed. Well, actually, no, she's not stupid enough to move in that direction. She's going to stand back. She just looks kind of angry. If anybody, well, Marble's the only one at the edge to see. He's like, oh, shit. She kind of glares at him through the murky water. All right, that's it. That's all she can do. She'll hold an action to make some attacks later. Well, actually, what I say, Marble's right there. She can fucking hit Marble. With a massive guiding bolt at 4th level, because why not? That definitely hits Marble. This is gonna fucking hurt real bad. 26 plus. That is 7d6 radiant damage. So Marble is going to take 30 points of radiant damage to the chest. He kind of hits the wall for a moment. He's like, oh. He's okay for now. He's still standing, but he's pretty fucked up. Vicious blow. And glowing. That is the end of her turn. It is now his turn. And yeah, there is like a glowing spot on his chest right now, and he's kind of like, ugh. And he begins to swim, but relatively quickly down the hall. Well, before he does, he'll draw his pistol. It can't work underwater. It's fucking black powder, man. There's no way it's fucking working now. It's not gonna happen. He draws it. He thinks better. He stows it. He just draws his sword, and he's going to just move. He's going to act as a rear guard for now. He moves to the back, and he just kind of turns around at the ready in case something turns the corner. But he's behind all of you. It is now the top of the round, and that means it's Moog Broadjaw, baby. And Moog Broadjaw is going to swim as fast as he can. I'm assuming at this point, initiative is going to be loose here, because I'm assuming all of our turns are going to be escaping. Does that sound agreeable to everybody? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to enter into a skill challenge instead of just a straight up combat scenario. All right. So at this point, everything is flooded. You guys are back here. Moog's going to be first. Moog is going to be the first one to aid in the skill challenge here. Moog, what can Moog do? What is Moog good at? Moog is good with... Moog's actually good with a lot of stuff, because he's so diverse. He's got so much shit that he's technically good at. Moog is going to...
Skill challenge is probably worse for us than initiative order.
It is worse for you. Initiative
order.
All
like a couple of people are at half speed.
Exhaustion. Exactly, they are. Let's see here. Moog is going to dart ahead, and he is going to grab Morag, because he's got a very significant swim speed right now. I'll give him an athletics check. Just grab a hold of him and then begin moving down the tunnel. He is at disadvantage. Still a 12. That's not bad. It's not great either, though. So I'm going to say that's barely a success. Barely. All right. That will then bring me to... Who's next? It's going to be... Creature's already done, so it's pretty much done. Zoom, you are next in initiative. Moog has swum ahead. He's grabbed a hold of Morag, and you guys are all swimming, and you've made it to the edge of the tunnel that you guys entered in from below. And you're there at that moment right now. How would you like to aid the party in this order? You guys are going to need 5 successes of some kind. A critical success counts for 2. Critical fail counts as -2.
Well, I was thinking, I would like to use deception.
Okay.
I would like to throw off, but we're in a narrow path. Like, how do you deceive someone?
You could do something with magic if you have anything.
Let's see what I do have. Let's go into that shit. Why not? Spells. Come on, lady. All right. Then, yeah. All right, let's do it. I would like to use... It's going to sound weird. So I don't see that chick, the lady following us, the fish woman, Ursula.
You don't see her pursuing. No.
Okay, well, I'm going to use dancing lights to make basically, I would like to make it look like the glowing spot that's on Marble's chest. It's still glowing, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
I want to make it kind of look like that, and I
Okay,
want to
sure.
move it into one of the rooms just opposite from us. And I can have it moved in. I can move dancing lights 120 feet. It's concentration for up to a minute. I want to try to use deception to make it look like we're going in there to barricade ourselves in there.
I like it. Give me a deception check. Yeah, sure. So it
We'll
kind
see
of
what
moves down
happens.
the hall towards one of the rooms.
Yeah. Let's see how this works out. Abilities. Pop up. Pop up. Come on, my friend. Deception. Please, for the love of God, don't be a natural one. Motherfucker, it's a natural one.
What are the chances,
God,
guys?
why?
What are the chances?
I mean,
you
overall,
know?
the score's a 12.
Yeah,
With me, they're fairly
well,
good. That's all I
and
get is ones. Everyone else gets the 20s.
I mean, technically, it would be
A 12, but still.
Yeah, no, it's on that fringe. It was a 1 though.
It was a
I mean,
one.
last round you punished me because I rolled a 1
It did.
plus 7.
So,
But it was still a 1.
I'm gonna say it's still a 1. So unfortunately,
Sorry, guys.
that's a fail. That's 2 fails.
Fuck.
Once you get to 5 fails, bad things happen. So okay, we have 1 success, 2 fails. All right. Next up in initiative is Zoom sends the lights down. What happens is you lose track of them, and they actually sit at the entrance of the tunnel that you guys took, and it's like a beacon of letting everyone know where you're going instead. And you just don't have the time as you're moving to move them around the corner to throw people off, and unfortunately,
Good idea, poor execution.
sometimes it happens. You're like, damn it, maybe nobody noticed.
I'm not calling attention to that.
Exactly. That will then bring me to Rogar. What would you like to do right now, Rogar? It could be any check, whatever you want to do.
Okay. So am I close to the tunnel door, or
I'm gonna
still in the hallway?
say each time you guys are going, you guys are getting further into the tunnel. So you guys are already starting to almost get to go downwards and almost to that bend where you're going to be out of view from above for now.
Okay, and this tunnel is completely submerged too.
Yeah. Oh yes, completely.
How's Nyarla looking?
Well, she was unconscious when you first grabbed her.
Yeah, but it's been
like
2 rounds, so I think
like 12
12
seconds, something like that.
maybe
Not
3
sure.
if you count. I don't know. So,
Okay, you're not sure.
but she just okay.
Do you have something for her?
I don't think I have the potions. Pretty
Somebody
sure I
did. Somebody had them, and you guys had extras.
don't. Yeah, we had 2 extras.
I don't know who has them. Somebody's got them.
I think it was Moog.
I think it was Smoke too.
It was Rogue. Of course it was. Of course it was fucking Rogue.
I'm pretty
Draw's
sure.
taking the lead, baby. You might need to call it to Rogue and tell him to give her a fucking potion.
I don't get the sense that she's drowning. It's just,
It's hard to tell. She's limp in your arms. Are you going to take
Okay.
time to study her?
She's naked, right, though?
She is naked.
Right?
she
Except for that hood on her head,
For
so we
the
could
weird
see
hood.
gills.
The weird hood. No, she does not have gills.
Okay.
Okay. I hate this. But Rogar is going to try to, from the movie Captain Hook,
Oh no.
mermaid.
Oh, no. No, you're not.
This
Oh God.
this unconscious woman.
Uh-huh. Tell me what
You
you're gonna
sick
do to this
fuck.
unconscious woman.
I know.
She's beautiful.
I knew it was
She's
bad.
not. She actually isn't. You're the only one who's really paid attention to her without her like mask on. She's not like a super attractive woman. She just has like a weird allure to her. But
She's got
yes,
something.
she's got something. She's super naked though right now, and you're holding her.
She's naked.
Conscious.
Rogar, clothing is not big for Rogar.
Optional at best.
So, but yeah, he's gonna try to. I don't know what kind of role.
You know what? Why don't you give me a survival roll, Rogar?
Survival roll. Okay.
That's a good one.
The best. So let's see.
It doesn't have to be super high.
Oh, roll the 17,
20,
so
20.
20.
That would be a success. I'll say you're able to grab a hold of her. However, Rogar, oh man, fuck. How
Close
are you?
My eyes and breathe life.
I know. How are you going to do it without like? Well, okay. I'll say yeah.
You don't have lips.
You do have blind sense, but that's the other thing. Like you don't have lips, bro. You're just like you.
That's true.
You're
I
like
was thinking,
I don't know,
like
man.
It was gonna be like very pouty. It was gonna be like very pouty.
What if it's like through your nose hole? You like put her.
That would work.
You know.
That would work.
You know what I mean? Like put her mouth on it. And you're like. I don't know.
She's gonna have all these scars from bite marks from him trying to do mouth to mouth.
It was a 20 though. It was high enough that however.
Does my mouth completely engulf her?
That's great.
Rogar does it
Just
somehow.
engulf her. Like a crocodile.
As Rogar's got her, you kind of like, I don't know what somehow you
Use your
managed to breathe
imagination,
some life into her. Use your imagination.
Whatever way you wanted to see it,
Like an alligator.
And she's good for another 2 rounds before she needs aid of some kind and drowns. So you did save her. She was on the verge of drowning. All right. All right, Rogar, that is 2 successes for you guys. It's going to bring us to Velree. What is Velree good at? Velree's good at a lot of things. I mean, that's what Velree always wants to do anyway.
That's what she always wants to do. Yeah, athletic.
Velree.
Parkour?
No, he's going to parkour. Velree wants to swim at disadvantage. Sucks. Why didn't it roll? Do you guys see a roll?
I don't see a roll on here.
There it goes. Dude, what are the fucking chances? What are the chances that you roll 2 20s at disadvantage, guys?
2 successes. We're almost there, baby.
You're almost there. 2 successes. She, Velree suddenly, she's free in the water. I don't know what it is. She seems at home here. Maybe it's the fact that she doesn't need to breathe already. I don't know. She feels good. She's almost like a mermaid. Suddenly she gets a little second wind to her, and she's charged on ahead, and you guys are kind of riding her like wake, and you guys are picking up speed, moving down the tunnel. So she passes Moog, and Moog's like, oh fuck. And that is that. Damn. Okay. So that will then bring me to Tristan Varel. Can you take us home, Trist?
Probably not. Did this tunnel have like offshoots? Like, do we know where we're going?
It did not have any offshoots until you hit the main junction. So far you guys are completely submerged. You're not to the junction yet.
Well, I'm somewhere near the rear because I'm a slow swimmer with my weak fin. This is me and Marble back there.
It is.
So, not being in the front to guide, I guess I would be checking the rear.
Okay.
For how quickly these people are going to come up on us.
All right. I'll make it your choice. You can either do perception or investigation.
Let's see here. That is going to be a 3 + 9, so an 11.
An 11. You're right on the fringe. You're on the fringe, man.
Live life on the fringe.
I need you to sell me on this, Trist. You need to sell me on this,
Sell you?
otherwise
I'm
it's
not
gonna
gonna
be a
sell you.
fail.
Am I tying with the number?
No, it's supposed to be a 12.
Well, then I failed, bro.
Fail.
I'm not gonna sell you on it if I fail.
It's a fail. It's a fail. You're right. Sorry. I want you guys to succeed. It's not happening yet. So Trist, you're able to kind of glance around, and you do see Trist. However, what you're looking for is more concerning, as you witness as the tunnel behind you is getting, it's almost like clouded with like dirt particles. And you watch as at the end of your turn, Trist, since it's technically the bottom of the initiative, and now something else gets to happen. A giant hand.
Push Marvel.
It just
Far at the
pushes.
back.
It's just pushing through the tunnel, reaching as far as it can. This colossal, gargantuan hand tearing through the earth itself, stretching as far as it can, and it is going to make a swipe at everyone.
Mustachioed man
in the league, as it's just like a massive swipe. I need everybody to give me dexterity saving throws.
Yes, it's a 7.
Dex save Moog.
I don't think I've rolled higher than a 9.
Moog fails. Velree does get advantage.
What about tunnels, Anthony?
I know. 14 fails.
14 fails. Oh shit!
Fuck.
Fails.
don't feel so bad.
Rogar succeeds. Zoom succeeds. Everyone else fails. So let's see here. Those of you that failed take 18 points of slashing damage. Those of you that succeeded take 9. So let's see here. Moog takes 18, and so does Velree. Gotta do that. 18. Velree, where are you? Velree's still looking pretty good. 18. All right, is anybody down? No? Okay. Thank God. And the hand's reaching, and then it pulls back. The tunnel's collapsing in on itself, where it just busted through parts of it, and it looks like the tunnel is being sealed currently until it tries to bust through again. Who knows? But now you guys are picking up speed. At this point, I think we only need one more success from you guys to seal the deal. So, top of initiative is Moog Broadjaw. Moog is going to, we're going to make it interesting, guys. Uncharacteristic of Moog. He's going to turn around. He's all fucked up a little bit. He's not too hurt. He's going to see Rogar struggling with the limp Nyarla. And did you convey anything to him, Rogar, about her dying?
Can I talk in the water?
Yeah. You have alter cell. You have alter cell phone, so you can speak.
Okay. Yeah. I would have yelled up at Moog like the potions, but I mean I don't know how we.
Well,
liquid, right? So I don't know how even that would work in the water.
It would work. You would just have to you have to put it in there and unstopper it. You can't just undo it and then it works. It does work. Water, it'll work. It'll work.
Okay.
You never opened a soda underwater, bro? God, come on.
No, not me.
Shit. Pop a 40 into there, bro. You'll see next time you're there, bro. Anyways. Continue. Moog's gonna make a sleight of hand check, is what's gonna happen here. He does have disadvantage.
He's not too bad, look.
He's not too bad, but he's gonna do that to try to do whatever the fuck I just said. Oh, that's a fail though with an 8. Potion is wasted. However, you guys do have another one. He fumbles. He's like, oh shit. He fumbles it. It just kind of unstops and just kind of floats out, and it's gone. You guys have one more. It is now going to be Zoom. It is your turn.
I will try a sleight of hand check
Sure.
with the last potion and pray to God, whatever God is out there.
Whatever God's out there.
Except for Dagon, because none of that.
Dagon's behind me. He's out there. All right.
That God.
Lost dead, right?
Off is in fact not with us.
She is spiritually, though.
Spiritually.
Just not physically.
Emotionally. Where's my sleight of hand? There it is. Please, for the fucking God. 22.
22. With a 22,
Oh.
Zune's able to rush up, smack Moog's hand away. He's like reaching for the next one. He's like, oh, fuck, I'll get it this time.
No.
Slap it away, take it from him, and you're able to give it to her. Within seconds, gills begin to kind of grow along her kind of rib cage, and you see them start to move as she is stabilized. And with that, you guys are free and clear of the Sanctuary Temple of Dagon and the creature for now. And that is where we're going to take our first break.